Time it is. This is your guy, Mr. Holistic, coming to you on a Thursday, the 20th, March the 20th. Eef. Let's go. It's a little nippy out here. It's a little nippy out here. It's a little nippy out here. So we in our poncho today. What up, Sean? What up, Keith? What up, Keith? I was just outside going to the moon, so I'm still kind of cold, you know what I'm saying? I just went to the moon, Alice. I just went to the moon, Alice. What up? What up? What up? Thank you, Hita. Thank you. Thank you. You guys make sure you click that thumbs up as you come into the live. Click the thumbs up. Supreme Rising, beautiful people. What up, Cindy? What up, Kareem? What up? What up, Patrice? Alice Langston, what's happening? I got my bum 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 bum. Said I'm moonwalking right now. Ew. Ew, did you guys enjoy class yesterday? Did you see how we was literally teaching and educating, and literally everybody came in unity of understanding what a break close retest was? And then that was the exact action we got on US 30 last night. And it went yesterday and it went up 4,000 pips. US 30 flew 4,000 pips yesterday off the BCR. Like, you can't get no better than that. So good, right? So good. So good. So if you're in this live and you have not activated your thumbs up, you tripping. You tripping. Why I gotta tell y'all this every day? Why I got to tell you every day? What up? What's happening? What's happening? It was so crazy. It was so crazy because it was like such an alignment yesterday with the teaching, and then it was just literally like it went exactly where we said she was gonna go. And that's the beautiful thing about understanding what you're looking at, believing what you see, and having the patience to see it through. I jumped out not necessarily way too early, because I think I got max out of the entries that I had with the lot size that I was using, because I took it while in class. So I think I way under leverage on the actual trade. And I very seldomly under leverage on the trade. Yo, Amir, what up, baby? Yo, guys, I've been trying to get to y'all on that London session, but man, I'm telling you, like, I'm up already from like 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'm up already from 2:30, 3 o'clock doing gym clothes again. And so by the time it gets like 9:30, 10 o'clock over here, like, listen, I'm like this. I'm like trying to tape my eyelids up. And then I know if I take a power nap at that time, I'm just going to go to sleep. Like, real deal. 100. Like, I'm tired right now. I should be asleep right now. I already did. Well, I did hella push-ups yesterday. Gee willikers. It was a good day yesterday. He said, I'm on a motorcycle with you. Lakita, what up, baby? What up, baby? Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Danielle, what's happening? What's happening? We got the fam in here right now. So let's do a recap of yesterday. Let me cut this guy off. See if I can put him over there on the side. Let's see if he'll stay on. We caught it on the 4-hour. There it is. There it is. There she blows. You see that? Who remembers that candle was super red? Who remember that green candle yesterday when we started trading her? She was super red. So let's recap. Most individuals, let me see if I can get my pen. Yeah. most individuals, hold 1 second. Yes. Most individuals would have probably called, let's scoot the camera back a little bit so everybody can see. There we go. Most individuals would have tried to catch that candle. That particular candle happened in our sleep. The night before, I was telling you guys to sell from the same trend. You see that? Put some ones in the chat if you was in that night class, that night session. We were selling right there. I haven't even touched the chart. Look at that. We were selling off the BC, off the just the trend rejection. You see? And then it jumped over on the 15, but I said on the 4 hour, you could be looking for sales on the 4 hour and start scalping buying on the 15. This is exactly what I was telling you guys. The 4 hour, look at that. Boom. Dropped all the way to what? That trend. Remember that trend. Then we said, oh shit, the market is currently going down. That was the overall trend. So let me turn my camera around again and let me explain to you guys something. What a lot of you guys missed is understanding the difference between the overall trend and the current trend. And when you're currently trying to trade, you have to go with the current trend because the current trend is your friend. Because sometimes you'll be looking at what it's doing overall and you will have an overall projection, but you would make a current decision. So your overall projection is right, but currently you're wrong. So that's why you go in the drawdown. That's why you end up losing more trades than you win, because it's not that you're wrong, you're just hella early. Put some fire in the chat if you can relate to that. So if you specifically wait for break close retest, trend line rejection, actual trend line rejection, like actual rejecting on the trend. You see how many times it rejected there? Look at that. It is doing it again this morning. That right there, that play gave us the push up, and then the market came right back down and retested the overall trend. So when people start realizing how Mr. Alex Lugo gave a 700 to 670, he gave a 700 to 670. Let me put both the lines right there. Let's find the 700. We'll grab another one. Right there, we'll say. This is the zone he called. This is fire. He called a trend line rejection trade for a buy. Boom. Come on, don't do me like that. We'll do just like that. Where does he get this from? Look to your left. Look to your left. Go into the past. You see, let me turn the camera around. See, a lot of y'all try to be digging in other individuals' past. You be in a little toxic ass relationship and you be digging into the motherfucker's past. And you get so fucking extra pet detective, spectre gadget on an individual, digging into his shit to find out if he's lying or not. I'm just saying. I'm not acting like I know what I'm dealing with this. I'm just saying. I had flashbacks. I'm human. Motherfucker tapping your phone, putting spy shit on your phone. Like, you willing to go all the way there, but you ain't willing to go on the backside and check US 30s history. Do not pass go. You're not willing to go to the pass. You're not willing to go check Dirty 30 pass and say, yo, where does that come from? Bow. That's where she get that shit from. You see? And that's how you get excited when someone gives you a zone that's so far from actual price, because when he gave the zone, it was up here. and it shot directly down to that sniper ass entry. That is absolutely phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, where people would get messed up at, even me, because you would also forget about the overall trend and you will get short-sighted and you will draw the trend from here. You see? Let me get it right. Buyout. And you will call that trend line rejection currently, and you will buy right here and you will lose here because you see this. You see? But how many times does the actual area, the price has to touch an area to confirm that it's a solid trend? Please tell me. Type it in the chat. Three. Look at this. Look. You got one, what we made yesterday. It came right back and it went straight through it, you see? So it went straight through it. It respected it, but it went straight through it. It tried to come back and get our stop loss from the morning, and then it took back off. So we caught all of that yesterday. We caught all of that because I told everybody, I said, yo, put your stop loss right here until she take off. I told everybody, put your stop loss right there. We were in it here with the little circle. Put your stop loss right there and run it up. I ran it up to a 41,000, I think 800 and something, me personally. At this juncture right here, this is where I jumped off, right there. And I should have just held all the way up here, but I was already dealing with people. But imagine this, you would wake up and you would draw the trend there because that's what you currently see. And then you do just like this. I'm gonna delete all of these lines if you're lost. But you see how you could get fooled right here? So you shouldn't feel bad if you bought and lost right here. Let me turn my camera around. You should not feel bad that you bought and lost right there because that's a solid trend line, but it's just an aggressive one. Put some ones in the chat if you understand. Put some ones in the chat if you understand. Because you can't be an individual that takes the shots that are good shots, and then when you miss a really good shot, you can't get so down on yourself. I'm telling you straight up. Just shoot the ball again with even more confidence. Say, next time, motherfucker, I swear for God, you put your hands down again. I ain't gonna miss. Put 100 on the shot, motherfucker. I'm telling you straight up. I'll go around the world. Go around the world. I'm telling you right now. Put 100 on them. You see? Put some fire in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. So, when you respect the overall trend, let's get rid of this guy. Bink. In fact, let's get rid of every damn thing. So for the new people who don't know what the hell we even talking about, guess what you do? We go to the week. Let's go to the weekly, baby. Boom. Minimize it. Bang. I got my weekly high, my weekly low right there. Bink. Right there. Booyah. Booyah. Right there. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Weekly. Let's go to the day. Boom. Now I'm on my daily. What do we do on the day, beautiful people? If you're just coming into the live, make sure you hit that thumbs up, especially if you're an OBG. If you have to continue me telling you to hit the thumbs up and you're an OBG, like, I guarantee you're not winning in OBG, and that's sad. And it's because you don't pay attention, and you think you can do it on your own. What do you do on the daily? What do you do on the daily? Trap the daily candle. That's right, baby. That's right, baby. That's what you do on the daily. If you are already a part of the community, and you don't know to hit the thumbs up when you're in my class, and you like my class, that's why you ain't winning, because you don't follow instructions properly. Yep. No other reason. You think you can do it on your own, and you don't follow instructions. He can't tell me what to do. I don't need to press the thumbs up. I'm already paying our genius. Why do I need to press the thumbs up every morning? it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Trap the day, find the what on the 4 hours, beautiful people. Aaron, what'd you say? I don't even know how to say your name. Aaron. Aaron. Play basketball. This is not for you. You sound like a short white guy. You sound like a short white guy that got his girlfriend took by a quarterback or a big black linebacker. You sound like a short white guy that got his girlfriend took by a high school stud and nailed her on the cross, bro. Nailed her on the cross. And you can't stand it. You can't stand it. But it's okay. There's nothing but love here, AA Ron. There's nothing but love here. Because it's probably somebody that used to be just like me. Somebody that has that old character of myself. So I don't blame him. Yeah, bro. I understand why you go play basketball. What are you doing on the financial side? Go take somebody else's girlfriend. What are you doing over here doing technical analysis? This is not for you. Get your ass over there and go take somebody's girlfriend. Let me get focused. Trap the day, find the gaps on the 4 hour. The 4 hour, the daily floor has already proven. The daily floor is what? Look. What is the daily? If I draw what do I get on the daily, beautiful people? Go back to the daily. Boom. Look at the daily. What do you get right here? What is that? Type it in the chat. You don't have to be a rocket scientist or even have bifocals on to see that that's a what? That's a daily uptrend. You see that? So when I spot an uptrend, how do we like to trade? What is one of the easiest and most efficient ways to trade? Trend line what? If you have an uptrend and you put a trend line on the uptrend, what are you going to be looking for on the uptrend? Dinara. Assalamu alaikum, baby. Correctamundo. Trend line rejection. Dinar, you were correct, but you guys got to say trend line rejection. Because if you had an answer, a multiple question answer, and you put rejection, they're going to say that you're wrong. So it's trend line rejection. That's Pacific. That is a Pacific. Trend line rejection. And the more and more you say it, you're going to start seeing it without even the trend being there. You're going to look at it and you're going to go, oh shit, I got at least 3 trend line rejections right there. Bow, bow, bow. You see, you're going to immediately see it. So you're going to go, boom. If I find trend line rejection on the day, gee, Willikers Batman. Now, come on, get out of there. We'll do it with the hand. We'll do it. Look, boom, right there. You see that? Look, boom. Super simple. Fire. Bink, right there. Put some fire in the chat. Y'all see that how simple that is? I just got to the day. Now imagine I go to the 4 hour because we trade on the 4 hour. Booyah. Look at how it goes on the 4 hour. It shows you where the fake out is at. So when Alex sees like, yo, it could come there, but look at how many times he hit already. You need only 3. Hell, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 right there. So he knows that the trend line, the overall trend on the day could get pierced, but also could be a fake out. How does he know it's going to be a fake out? Because he did his research. He said, man, let me check this heifer's history And 1 time, 2 time, 3 time confirmation. If I see 670 to 700, we're gonna buy. And Bayou, Mr. Lugo strikes again. Y'all should be literally putting fire signs out through the chat. I'm telling you straight. And if you don't know what that means on US 30, you could put 4 cents, 0.04, and be up almost $100. My question is, how many people take the change that you get when you randomly go into the gas station, going to a Walmart, going to Dollar Tree, going to McDonald's, wherever you going, and they give you them quarters and you throw that shit in your little cup holder in your car? How many, put a 1 in the chat right now if you got change in your car right now. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm in a rental, so I'm good. Who got change in their car, in their little armrest? Where are you keeping your change at? Put some 1s in the chat. You got change somewhere. In my house, I got a whole bucket of change. I remember when I was traveling from Orlando to Vegas, I had a little cuss bucket full of change that I found in the closet. It was $475 of quarters in there. Car, purse, house. You see how disrespectful? You see how disrespectful it is to the 4 cents, the 0.04, the 0.04. Y'all understand that now? Put some fire in the chat if we have some unity in thought process. You see how disrespectful? Because 4 cents in the right place. Because I know sometimes I can pay $2.25 for a smart bottle of water, or the alkaline version of the water. But I know if I get in the airport, that same bottle of water, $7.50. So people always underestimate the position in where it's actually placed. So when you take that same change you got in your purse, in your car, in your glove box, in your jar, on your kitchen counter, on your bedroom dresser, you place that same change in a different place, the value, honey, let me tell you, the value is way different. So now you'll start thinking twice when you tell motherfuckers to keep the change. You go, wait a minute, bro, give me that 72 cents. Give me that 14 cents. Because you can't put a 0.14 on US 30 if you ain't got a lot of money in your account anyway. So you better start respecting the 14 cents. Oh, I don't want no pennies. What the fuck you mean? That's a micro mini lot, bro. People tell me, I don't want no pennies. That's a micro mini lot. This is how I look at the money. That's that 888 energy, Carolyn. That's the 888 energy. Manifesting financial abundance of others. And before you start having a better relationship with money, you got to start respecting the money you got. Because in the good book it says, how am I going to bless you with plenty if you can't be responsible for the small? So here we go. Let's get back into it. Everybody's good on the refreshment? So imagine, if you start understanding trend lines on higher time frames, that's going to save you so much headache. Because the trend line on the higher time frames has way more priority than a trend line you're going to find on a smaller time frame. Look at the hour. Watch the hour. You see? Watch the trend line on the hour. You're gonna be all the way over here. Look. You're gonna be all the way over here. Starting here, that trend right here, if you start there, is gonna take you like this. Boom. Just that trend right there. And you can even bring it down and see if I can get right here and say I got a fake out. You can even start to stretch it from here all the way to there. You're gonna lose right there. You know how many Discord gave the buy right there? You know how many Discords gave this buy? Right here. Jeez. Sheesh. But guess what? You know what that is? Guess what I taught y'all yesterday? What is that right there? Type it in the chat. What is that? A break, a close. Look at the close. Let me scoot it in there. Look at the close. It's tight, like a prom date. It's tight. Look at that little wick. That's that little retest right there. That's a BCR. Break, closed, retest, dropped. Now, how would you know that? Well, psychologically, you should already know that if you're looking at 30 and you literally saying, yo, Mr. H gave a play yesterday from about 7:45 in the morning, and that thing went up all day. Why did it go up all day? Because Mr. H saw that it broke the trend line and it was trying to break the trend line all night. And when we got in class, it broke it, retested, and took off. And now she created a whole nother right side, covered structure. Look, covered structure. Look, we got her right up in here. We got her right here. Let me get this out of here. This candle we caught right there. That's the candle we caught. That's the structure it was covering. And I told you guys, I said, she's going to come at least to right here before we find rejection. She came right there. Then news started hitting. You see that? That was news. News brought it all the way back down here. And then guess what she said? Boom. Even if you kept your stop loss at break even, which was right here. Boop. Right there. You still was safe. You still was safe. Y'all remember Crazy Steve yesterday? Y'all remember Crazy Steve, the position trader? Y'all remember Crazy Steve, the position trader yesterday? I don't know if he's in here today. First thing he said, he said 99% of retail traders is not successful because they can't press the button and set it and forget it. This is exactly what he said. And that is what made me acknowledge Crazy Steve, because he was correct. I say it all the time, there's two things that are like extremely hard to do in this particular industry. First thing, one of the hardest things is to be up and sit on your hands and still have time on your hands. Ooh. Let me tell y'all, it is the hardest thing in the world to be up in the market by 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, still have to spend another 5-6 hours in the market and sit on your hands and not press the button. That is one of the most hardest things to do that you would ever come against in the actual market. One of the hardest things. I even forgot the other one because that shit is so hard. Okay, the other one not even worth talking about because that one right there, that is the hardest. It's only one hardest thing to do, and that's to sit on your hands. Sit on your hands, baby. Sit on your hands. I'm telling you straight up. So let's go. Let's look at the market today. So I got some news for y'all. Y'all know how I be on my conspiracy thing. Put some ones in the chat if you want to hear some conspiracy. Put some ones in the chat if you want to hear some conspiracy and on why gold is continually to go where she's going. Let's go. Guess what I ran into the rabbit hole, the Fort Knox rabbit hole yesterday. And I ran on some dark web articles that were showing satellite images of flight logs, trucks coming into Fort Knox at all types and styles of times in the night and delivering things. What do you think someone will be delivering to Fort Knox? Keith, you were right, baby. You were right. What do you think they are delivering to Fort Knox? You damn right, Lizzie. D'Angelo, you damn right. Because they know DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, Keith said it about 2 months ago. He said, yo, not 2 months ago, about 2 weeks ago. He said, bro, if they go and do an audit on Fort Knox and they find out that there's less gold in there, yo, gold is going to get in trouble. The market, the economy is going to be in trouble. But if they go over there and they find out that there's more gold than it's supposed to be there, then gold is going to fly off to 3,000 and never come back. This is exactly what Keith said. I did research yesterday. They said that the UK is literally flying in gold and replacing it into Fort Knox to make sure that the audit numbers match up. So now this is the reason why gold is at 3,000 and some change. I'm telling you that shit right there. You ain't gonna get it nowhere. Yes, they have never audited. They're about to. They're trying to. Because they ain't never had nobody like DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. They ain't never had nobody like that. Everybody else been playing ball. That's why gold is sitting at 3,032. 3,032, but currently going down. Currently, she dropping. Look at that. That's 4 hours. Currently, she dropping. So, again, I'm going to take that trend line off. Boop. Oh, shit. Y'all remember the BCR from yesterday? Y'all remember the BCR from yesterday? It was right here. Look, it proven again. Let me tell you, the BCR from yesterday was right here. I'm just going to take it here. It was just like that. Right there. You had a little drawdown. It closed right here, open over here, retest right there. And I told everybody, Alex also called a 39.36 sale because he saw the BCR, and that was the play. I think y'all caught like 100 pips. You see? So the same move that is happening on dirty 30, NASDAQ, is happening on gold. What you don't see on the 4 hour, you're going to see on the day. Bang. Look. Let's move him over. Look. What do you see? What is that? That is the daily chart on gold. What is that? Huh? What is that? Bink. Guess what you can? Guess what you can say? Yo, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. But how many candles do I have? 3, 6, 7 green candles, 7 daily candles, meaning all week last week she went up. What do you think she's going to do right here? What do you think she's going to do, Cletus? Look at the stochastics. What she do last time she came right there? So now you get all your confluences. Right here. You go, oh my God. Not only is she finna sit here and reject from the actual overbought market and go back to the maxed overbought because gold ain't going nowhere no time soon, or I can literally say, yo, it has 9 hours. It has 9 hours on a bigger play to wait and see if I get a break close retest on the day. Alex gave a buy. So yeah, we take the buy, but I think in 9 hours she'll continually to go down. So I'll take the buy with Alex. I won't marry the buy. I will enjoy it until it starts rejecting because the daily candle is fully bearish. You go over here to the 4 hour. There's your pull up already happening right there. What was Alex buy? What did Alex call? What did he call? And if he didn't call nothing, this would been the area. This would have been the area, the 325 to the 322. That would have been the area right there, that gap. You see that gap? That's the gap. So let's reset everything. Let's get back into it so you guys can understand what's going on over here. Boom. How do you find the gaps? Somebody tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Tell me how to find the gaps. Trap today. Boop. Boop. I even go right here. Bye, y'all. That gives me the 323. You see that wick right there? This is why I told y'all to play. I just didn't get to the play yet because I spent too much time on 30. I was going to give you guys a 323 to 326, and it would have been up 40 pips right now, but I can't count it because that's the gap. This is exactly what I was going to give you guys. You see? Like that. This is exactly what I would give you. People say, you just saying it because it already hit. No, motherfucker. There's the gap. No, there's the gap right there. There's the gap right there. You see? So now you go, yo, it hit, but it's still bearish. So how do I say play it safe? You take the 26 and flip it, and you go, the 23 is the aggressive, the 20 is the modest. And that's how you play it safe. You see? Because now your aggressive proves that it can produce a 4 to a 500 pip candle. Now it comes back down. You let it say, all right, let me see if because the sellers might not be done. I still have 9 hours and 20 something minutes. Watch when I go to the 4 hour. Boom. You see? That allows that to say, yo, that's 3 black crows looking like. So if it comes over in here, look at the wick. Look at the wick. We have buying power. You see that? You have buying power. You go down here to your stochastic on the 4 hours. You go, where did she reject? Boom. Right here. Bink. Look at the rejection. Let's go over some more. Let's put it right there. Let's make it baby blue for rejection. And let's see. Let's see. Look at the rejection in this area. There she goes. You see? There she goes. Now you start looking. You go, oh, man. It likes to reject up in here. Look, right there. I can keep showing you. I can go back and forth, in history. We're already at December. We're back in December. She rejects like this. You see? This is all the way back in December. Now she right here, March the 20th. Rejection. Right there. You can see it. Everything lines up. Everything lines up. So what you have to do is make sure that you're doing proper research, getting proper confluences when you're literally making these decisions from the trap of the day to the 4 hour gap, and say, yo, if I don't have the patience to wait those gaps out, then you're going to start trading in high risk areas for low reward plays, meaning you're going to be scalping in and out of the actual market. You're going to be scalping in and out of the market. And when you start literally just looking at natural retracement, I'm going to keep putting the Fibonacci in y'all face because the Fibonacci gives you the retracement. It gives you the retracement. Check it out. Watch. Boom. We'll go from where it started. Here. Bang. Actually, we'll go from right now. We'll go a current fib. A current fib. Buyout. Look at that. It gave you 100% retracement on the money. That's 100% retracement from where it started. This little boost right here, that little bang, that little pull up, 100% retracement. That means as far as it went up, it is 100% came right back down. You see that? And when it filled 100%, why? Because guess what? There's a gap there. Look, there's a gap there. Boom. There's a gap there. Let me remove this one so you don't get it twisted. You see, there's a gap there. That's the 4 hour. That's an easy pick. I'm telling you, it's an easy pick. It's easy picking. It's like taking candy from a baby. But guess what? You got to have the patience. You got to have the patience to look at that and say, man, damn, is it really going to go down there? And then watch it go down there and not say, oh, man, it's going to reject from the EMA9. Oh, shit, it's going to reject from here. It's going to reject from here. Then you start messing with yourself. Then you start messing with yourself. I'm telling you straight up. Like, you have to say, yo, this is a line of rejection. It's proven to be a rejection area. Now, is it a aggressive rejection, or is it a too modest rejection? Because you can look too deep, and that's like playing too safe. So we have signal callers sometimes, when they're new, they'll give zones so far down because they're just trying to be extra safe. And it's like, no, come on. Bring your zones up. Get into the game. It's like playing ball outside in the parking lot when people are playing ball in the arena. Like, no. Give the zone tighter. Take a chance. Take a chance for yourself to hit it. Take a chance for yourself to hit the shot. So you have your buy zone, which is now a new one, because if it comes down, we're going to go 23.20, or we can even be even more safe, and we can go 18.21. I like 18.21. I'll take that shot. Daily floor is sitting at 3,023. I believe if she comes back down, she could easily keep bouncing from there because that's 100% retracement. So I still like this little zone for scalping. But depending on news, that is the 3 black crows. You're going to get the 4th candle as a green candle if you go down to, like, you see? You're going to get that pull up to like easy. It could go up another 80 pips to the trend line, and just respect the trend line on the hour. Here it is, you see? So here is the trend. Boom. That's your hour trend. Change it red because it's down. It could easily respect that and do this. Hold on. Oh man, this thing tripping. It's tripping. My finger way more efficient. Bang. You see? Bang. B, C, R. Y'all see that? It can easily do that. It could easily do that. And you would be right on each one. You see? Roof is at the all-time high, baby. Roof is at the all-time high. Y'all understand that? Put some fire in the chat if you understand that. Put some fire in the chat if you understand that. Because this is like, I'm telling y'all, it is like super simple. It is super simple. If you do a top-down analysis, catch these steps. If you do a top-down analysis from your week and you have an all-time high on the week, and then you just do the recent, like, drop a big low on the week, which is like recent, boom. You're going to eventually go to the day, and you're going to see that if I describe the weekly roof and the weekly floor to the daily roof and the daily floor, the weekly roof and the daily floor is the land that the arena is on, and the daily roof and the daily floor is the actual court that you're playing on in the arena. Put some ones in the chat if you understand that. Because before you build an arena, you have to buy the land. The land is the weekly roof and the weekly floor, and whatever's in the middle of that, that's what you own. That's what we have. If you're trying to make money within that land, I mean, you're trying to build something. So you have to go to the daily to see what is the highest price of the day and the highest low of the lowest low of the day, and then that's where you're going to build your court. You see, that's where the structure is. So I have my out of bounds here, and then this is the money I can make in the middle. And then you go to the 4 hour and you find the gap, and wherever the gap and wherever the market is already going towards, there's a better chance of hitting that gap than the bottom gap if it's closer. Like, for an example, gold is sitting right here. Which gap do you think it's going to hit first? This gap up here or this gap down here? Just type it in the chat. 1 for up here, 2 for down here. Which one you think she's going to go for right now? I'll wait. 1 for the up, 2 for the down. You see? You see? Everybody's correct. Everybody's correct. Everybody's correct. Now, the key is, do you think other institutions are going to feel the exact same way you feel at the exact same price? That's the key. It's obviously going to go down because it looks like it's bearish right now. And if you look at the 1 hour, it's a 1 hour chart and she's bearish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hours of bearish movement. Watch this, beautiful people. Once you put your 8 hours in on your job, where you ready to go? Watch this. Type it in the chat. When you put your 8 hours in on your job, where are you ready to go? Out of there. Out of there. Home. 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 What is the conspiracy I just told y'all? You see how shit starts adding up? See, gold just put 8 hours on the downtrend, knowing damn well overall she at an all-time high. She like, man, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all think I'm finna go back to the slums of the 2900s? Fuck y'all, I'm out. I just gave y'all 8 hours. You see? So guess what's gonna happen? Buyers are gonna come in because she's trying to get up out of there. So guess what gold doing? She's showing. She ain't got no pasties on. She done took the heels off. She done took the belt buckles off. You understand? Once she done put 8 hours on something, she getting up out of there. And that's what you see right there. She like, man, y'all got me fucked up. This 8 hours of y'all holding me down. I'm trying to get up out of there. And then she gonna run into that trend line boss. That trend line boss gonna say, hey, baby girl, you got one more job. I need you to go on down there to that 3023 to that 3020. We got more buyers down there. I need you to go get that money down there and then take me back to the all-time high. You see that? You see that? So that's how you have to always look at the market. When it's overall going up, but how long has she currently been doing what she's doing? Because if she overall going up and then currently going up, if she didn't put 2 years, 3 years, do you understand the current situation of gold? Let me show y'all currently what this heifer doing. Overall currently, look. Overall currently, she what? What? Overall, boom. This is weekly. You telling me you don't see no bad weeks in there? Every red candle you see is a bad week. But this goes to the mindset like, yo, because you have a bad week, that don't mean you had a bad year. Because you have a bad day don't mean you need to have a bad week, you see? Because overall, baby, God loves you and God is always with us no matter where we are. So we are going up. We are going up. Stay focused. Stay focused. You see the one-legged monsters? Y'all see the one-legged monsters? Stay focused, beautiful people. Today is Thursday. We're going to be buying from 3023 to 3020. But to be honest with you, I don't think the heifer coming back over there. I think we're going to see a crossover here in the next 1 hour on the 4 hour. Let me show you. Let me get her out of there. Let me get that little diagram out of there. I believe we're going to get the next candle, which I'll be willing to wait because it's 750. I'll be willing to wait to see if this produces a hammer candle, which is 2 times the body. Next candle, I'll be willing to see if it opens up over here, retest this area right here. You see? That area right there. Bang. Not here. Not the top. Right here where it took off yesterday. Boop. Right here. And then bankhead bounce out of there. Y'all understand that? And that gives you, again, BCR. That's what could easily happen. And if I see that happening, I'm going to alert you in the actual signals chat, and I'm going to simply say, yo, the 2320 is probably no longer valid right now. And right now, we're probably going to be looking at maybe a 30 to a 27. You see? And you should understand that. 3030 to 3027, which is the BCR on the 4 hour, the same thing we took on US 30 yesterday, and it went up 4,000 pips. And I knew it was going to go up 4,000 pips. I told y'all it was going to go all the way up to at least 42. I said, yo, she could go to 42. This is a missile. This is a missile. This is a missile. And imagine, people still didn't even hit the like button. Still didn't even hit the like button. And they NOBG. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all ass. Shame on y'all ass. Anybody got any questions before we get up out of here? Yeah, tell them what it is. 31 beautiful people. I don't even know if you're beautiful. I don't even know if you're beautiful. You're probably looking at the live like this. I don't even know where it's at anyway. Motherfucker looking at the live like fucking Sinead. I don't know what he looking like anyway. He ain't teaching shit. What a Trump hat at? What a Trump hat. Oh my God. Some say he's the greatest educator ever to exist. Some say, even better than me, he gives the biggest analysis that you've ever seen. I love you guys. I love you guys. You're not going to get this anywhere. Anywhere. You're going to get this high quality education. His analyses are huge. I'm telling you, it's one of the investments of all times. The greatest of all times, I'm telling you, like that analysis yesterday. Huh? Out of the park. Out of the park. He's not the greatest. He's not the greatest. He's not the greatest. I got to go. I got to go. Make sure you like. And yesterday was a great class, and y'all only left 6 comments on there. I was just doing the editing on it. Y'all only left 6 comments on there. Shame on y'all ass. And I'm thankful for the people who did, like Chase, Mag, Patrice. Like you guys are on point. Carolyn, like all you guys are. You got dreams. You guys are on point. I really appreciate you. I just want to let y'all know I see y'all. I see y'all, and you're greatly appreciated. You're greatly appreciated. So I love you guys. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. Deuces, beautiful people.